Hey guys, welcome back to the series, and in this video it's the animation phase. We are going to be animating a circle, and I'll leave a bunch of circles to the next video, but we'll just start off with one circle for now. Okay, so the way we're going to do this is we're going to use classes, and classes allow you to create a blueprint for an object or an instance, and you create lots of instances based off that blueprint, and for every instance you create you can basically pass in lots of attributes and stuff like that to just change each one. Okay, so let's get some circle code. Okay, so we start off by saying class circle. This is the class name, and then we have a constructor. So this is modern JavaScript now. Yeah, so we have it takes in these arguments, so x, y, radius and color, and it also has these other attributes which I will explain later. Okay, so next thing is we're going to add a draw method to this. Okay, so this just draws our standard circle based off of this.x here, this.y, this.radius, and fill style equals this.color. Okay, so the next thing is what about the physics side of things? What if we wanted to make the circle move, which we do? So what we do is we just define a method called update. Okay, so all this does is it modifies these variables, this.x and this.y. So I'll just explain this to you. So this.x plus equals this dot speed x, and then we multiply that by this dot dx. Okay, semicolon. Okay, so what this does is this dot x will be equal to the x position of the circle. So what we want to do is increment that or decrement this by a certain amount. So speed x is the amount we're dealing with, so 5 pixels per frame, and then we have this dot dx, which is equal to 1. So if this dot dx was equal to -1, then it wouldn't be incrementing it at all. It would be decrementing it. Okay. So if we were incrementing, we would be moving right, because 0, 0 is here, so we will move this way if we increment x. If we decrement it, then we're moving closer to 0 or into negative numbers. Okay? So if this was 0, then we're multiplying it by 0, just making nothing happen at all. So anything multiplied by 0 is equal to 0, so this would be resolved to 0, so this dot x plus equals 0. Okay, and then it's the same for this dot y. Okay, so we just change this to y. Okay, oops. Okay, so that's the update method done. So if we wanted to program gravity, or we're not going to do that in this tutorial, that's another tutorial, but I'll save that for later. But in the next tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to add some code for like what happens, control flow for what happens if it hits the side of the screen. So you just put that all in the update method, just a few if statements, and that's pretty much it. Okay, now I talked about instances earlier, so we're going to create an instance called test circle. Okay, so that's going to be equal to new circle. The new keyword, what that does is it defines an instance, okay? And circle, that's referencing this class, and we need to pass in arguments for this constructor here. So x, y, radius, and color. So it's x, we'll say it's let's say 20 for now, and 50. Radius will make 50, and color, let's say orange. Okay? Okay. Then what we need to do is, okay, let's just test this, make sure we get no errors. Yep, looks clear to me. Okay, that's nice. So, the next thing we want to do is we need to create our animation loop. So we do function animate. Okay? Okay, now then we do request animation frame. Okay, and then we pass in the argument animate. Okay, so what this does is we're just defining a function called animate. This bit here, this function request animation frame, it takes in a function argument, which is this, and then it calls that function. So basically creates a loop, a animation loop, and it handles the frame rate and things like that. Usually it's 60 frames per second, and it's quite tight as well. So now then what we need to do is we need to call the test circle methods. So upon instantiation, so when this command is called, what happens is these variables are defined, and so are these methods. So we need to call those methods. So what we need to do is test circle dot we just do draw, okay, and then test circle dot update. Oops. Oh my goodness. Okay. Test circle dot update. Okay, and yeah, that should be it for now. Okay. What's going on? Oh yeah. We haven't called the animate function, so all we need to do is animate. Okay, and bit of luck, there we have our circle. Now you notice it's not doing anything, and that is because I am really silly, and this was actually a capital Y. That's why it was not working. Okay, so let's wrap this up really quickly. Okay, so there we've got our circle moving across the screen. Reload that. Goes all the way. Now, it's drawing on top of itself. So to eliminate that and to make it more realistic, what we need to do is just do c.clearRect 0, 0, where to start from, so the corner, and then width and height. Okay, so that's basically clear the entire screen. That's what it's saying. Okay, and really quickly, there we go. There is our circle moving across the screen, and that's going to wrap things up for this video. Okay, so thanks for watching. In this video, we've just created a circle class and an animation loop, and we've animated our circle to move it across the screen. So next video, what we're going to be doing is just programming in some handling for what happens when it touches the edge of the screen, and we're going to be adding multiple circles instances through the use of a for loop. Okay, so thanks for watching. If you really enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all later. Just experiment with this at home, and happy coding!